I'm Sally Cooney Anderson. I have lived here about 8 to 10 years. I was married recently, and my husband wanted to move so that we would be equidistant between his two children. So we thought, well, we'd go a little south of where we were. We were in Northern Virginia, and so we came here. Oh, and he had known about Del Webb. He grew up in Arizona. So when we saw that Del Webb was building across the street from the temple, we thought, well, that might be a great option for us. Yes. The most favorite thing that I like is that it is a small enough place that I get to see a lot of the same people over and over again. I spent 20 years living in Manhattan, New York, and I never even knew my next door neighbors. And I thought that's what I loved, but in truth, when I found out about life that could be different, I'm absolutely thrilled about the feeling of I don't want to call it a small community, but it is a community filled with relationship. I do a lot of volunteering. I volunteer for several different organizations, and wherever I go, I constantly see the same people who are also doing lots of different things that I am, and it makes it so much easier. People work together so much to get things done, and to me, it's a great example of how we can have the things happen in our society and in our community that we want, as opposed to looking towards someone else to be able to accomplish those things. Sure. I did have a part of my career that was working with nonprofits, so when I came here and I retired, I decided that that would be the focus, and so now I call myself a professional volunteer. And basically, I volunteer for like 4 or 5 different organizations. With the temple, I head the Social Action Committee, and I also am president of the Sisterhood, the women's group. I also do a lot of volunteering with an organization called the Holiday Project. We visit with people who are in nursing homes and assisted living, and we go on different holidays throughout the year. I mentor a boy through Big Brothers Big Sisters, and let's see, I do a tremendous amount with the AARP as well, because I found out that AARP is it's very important to them to strengthen the communities. So my favorite thing to do is to put organizations together. So we're just launching at the temple a project to support the Thurman Brisbane Center, and we've kind of found out that they have a lot of needed repairs. So we have put a group together that is going to have some temple volunteers, but also some volunteers from different groups in the community, and we're going to go over in 2 weeks and start fixing things up there, and hopefully it will become an ongoing thing. We'd like to go 4 times a year at least, and try to help make that a better place for people to live. We do a lot. We have an annual food drive, and we have supported the food bank for many, many years. We also support Serve, and we donate school supplies to Hope House, and many of these projects, some come from Sisterhood, some come from, Social Action Committee, but in reality, when we do things, we do them in partnership. So even if Sisterhood would say, well, they were the source of the Hope House donation, it's really, I like to look at it as the whole temple. Let's see, what else do we do? We did a lot at Christmas time. The temple works with the Holiday Project and AARP with the nursing home visits. We had 90 volunteers on Christmas Day last year who came here in the morning, and we went to 5 different places. We also, something else I was thinking of. Of course, it's gone out of my head. But quite a few different things. That's a harder one for me to ask because I haven't been here all that long. I mean, it might seem like 8 years is a long time, but in reality, I think so much of the growth that's occurred in Stafford County has kind of started a lot before that. I was not a member of the temple when we had the old building. When I came, they were already well settled here, so I don't have the kind of history that so many other people do, and I couldn't really say that I noticed any real dramatic changes, simply because I haven't been here that long. Well, as you can tell, I'm a volunteer person. So my favorite things that we do, and maybe I'd pick last Christmas, because it was amazing to see 90 people come here on Christmas Day. And all of those people were absolutely thrilled to be able to have an opportunity to do something for someone else. And the beauty of it is that they spent maybe 2 or 3 hours together. Everyone knew that they had made a dramatic difference in someone else's life, and they still got to do all of the things that they would normally do on Christmas Day anyway. So, and many brought their pets, lots of children and families. People said this is what they want to teach their kids to do and give. So I was really thrilled that the temple was so interested and so in support of that kind of an activity.